Darren, some tough results for the lads with the FA Cup, the highlights of the FA Cup in between it all, but they're still learning.
Yeah, they are. As you say, the FA Cup over the last couple of months has been the the shining light, but regularly now we're still, as much as we keep saying we're learning, I think the penny has to drop at times, with a few that that the learning has to happen week in, week out, and the consistency, especially for second years, has got to be there. And at times we can be our own worst enemy. So as much as we analyse the games and we reflect on them, and as a coaching staff, and then watch the games back, people have to stop making basic errors to help their own progression, really. So there's an element of frustration from the staff, because I think consistency isn't there. But if we then look to try and find reasons and excuses, and we've hardly had a settled team week in, week out. It seems to change because something happened. So it's been very difficult over the last 2 months for them, and the start of the season probably showed where the squad is, and at the moment it's not a true reflection. So I've got to be critical of them all each time and try and get them to push to strive for better, but at the same time it is a difficult period.
I was going to mention it, but by no means as an excuse. The injuries to key players have come at key times and they've been prolonged.
Yeah, and they've all seemed to be long injury layoffs, and people keep getting setbacks. So yeah, that's been difficult. And the only positive I think to take is that the 16s are getting a lot of football and a lot of time, and we're getting to see them, which is ideal for recruitment for next season. So you can always take positives from setbacks or any set of games or run of games, and breakdowns of the development of everybody. So I think the 16s, the fact they're getting a lot of game time is the plus. The first years obviously are getting probably more game time also than they thought, with the majority of injuries coming to the second year. So we've missed their physicality. I think that's been a sign also. Shrewsbury and Walsall, the last 2 games where we've been beat, they were the strongest 2 teams I think we've played, and physically as well as ability-wise, and that over the course of 90 minutes, with ending up sometimes with 5 or 6 16-year-olds on the pitch, that the physical side of it really tells and shines.